Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever been there? You're absolutely itching for a game. Maybe tennis, pickleball, could even be table tennis. So what's your first move? Probably hop onto a local Facebook group, right?
Seems logical.
And you craft that post. Who's available to play today? Or maybe something like 3.0 level looking for players in the Worthington area. Intermediate level for racket sports.
Right. You put it out there.
And then crickets, just silence. Or maybe even worse, you get like a dozen replies, but they're completely off the mark.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's a 5.0, like super advanced, lives an hour away.
Yeah.
Or they can only play Tuesdays at, 2 a.m. The frustration, it's absolutely real.
Really is. That waiting game.
That familiar pit of waiting and hoping, the endless scroll through replies that just don't help. It's such a common story. So today's deep dive, and we've got some fascinating insights from the app we're looking at today. It's all about uncovering why these platforms we always turn to, social media, just aren't cutting it for organizing local sports matches.
Right.
And more importantly, we're going to explore what a truly dedicated solution actually looks like for us players who just want to get out there, moving past the frustration, basically.
It's often not a lack of willing players nearby.
Right. You feel like there must be people. Okay, yeah, that analogy works. The tools are mismatched.
Precisely. The problem isn't necessarily the number of people. It's the sheer inefficiency of actually connecting the right ones.
I can definitely relate to that feeling. We go to Facebook because, everyone's on it, right? Seems like the obvious first step.
Sure does.
But the app points out this critical flaw. Facebook wasn't built for something as specific as organizing a tennis match or pickleball or even table tennis. It's just general.
It's a town square, not a sports club, no to sports.
Yeah. People join groups super casually. Sometimes they're not even active players in that sport. They're just kind of lurking.
Maybe they played once, years ago.
Right. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack where like half the haystack isn't even hay. It's just stuff.
And this is where the core issue really hits home. When you want a game, especially in sports, two things are absolutely crucial for it to be, actually fun.
Okay, what are they?
Matching skill level and a convenient location. The app really hammers this home. These details, they're just rarely, if ever, properly handled on those general platforms.
Yeah, you might get lucky, but usually not.
Think about it. You're a beginner, just getting the hang of it, and you somehow get matched with an advanced 5.0 player.
Oh, that's the absolute worst. I've been there. You're just completely overwhelmed, chasing balls the whole time.
Or the flip side, you're the seasoned player, and you have to hold back so much it's not even fun for you.
Yeah, you leave feeling like you barely broke a sweat. It's like the app says, it quickly becomes a downer for everyone.
Exactly, because there's no real competitive setting. Even if you're all beginners, you need that kind of balanced competition. Everyone roughly at the same level. That's key for a good game.
It's about enjoying it together, not just going through the motions.
Precisely. And if we look at, say, group texts, they might work okay for your tiny, established circle of friends, maybe.
For like 4 people you always play with.
Right, but try to scale that. Forget it. You're still stuck in those small circles, and you still often end up with mismatched abilities because there's no filtering, no verification.
Just this chaotic back and forth. Are you free? Maybe what time? How good are you again? Maybe too good for me.
It's an organizational nightmare until someone just gives up. And the mental load, constantly chasing replies, confirming times, dealing with last-minute dropouts. It's exhausting.
Totally. So, okay, if these general platforms are, let's face it, falling short pretty consistently, what does the app suggest? What's the path forward for connecting players effectively?
Well, this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
The insights point towards a different kind of solution, something purpose-built. A dedicated platform that actually understands what players need.
Okay.
If you connect this to the bigger picture, a dedicated platform like Mojo, which the app discusses, it solves these problems because it has a really clear, singular purpose. That's a key insight.
Unlike the scattergun approach of Facebook groups.
Exactly. Everyone on Mojo is there for one reason, to play that specific sport. That immediately weeds out the casual lurkers, the people miles away who just joined randomly.
So it creates a more focused pool right from the start.
It fosters this highly engaged, committed community because the intent is shared. You're not just joining some general group, you're joining to find a game.
That makes so much sense. It's not just random people hanging out online. It's a real community of active players, like walking into a dedicated tennis club versus just a general community center notice board.
That's a great analogy.
And the app highlights a couple of other things, these core differentiators that sound like total game changers, especially for building trust and getting good matches.
Go on.
First, there's GPS-verified location. And this isn't just typing in an address. The app explains it uses like real-time checks or geofencing when you sign up.
Oh, interesting. So it adds a layer of authenticity.
Yeah. It offers this trust factor that just self-reporting your city doesn't have. It helps ensure your community is actually local, so you're not messaging someone who claims to be nearby but is actually an hour's drive away.
That deals with a major frustration point right there. Okay, What else?
And then there are the skill ratings. The insights really emphasize how critical these are for matching competitive players and getting those enjoyable games we were talking about.
Right, avoiding those mismatches.
It doesn't mean everyone has to be an expert, right? It just means you can actually find a group of beginners who want to play with other beginners.
Or intermediates looking for intermediates.
Exactly. Those skill levels, whether it's like a 3.0 in tennis or just intermediate pickleball, they give you a common language, benchmark. As long as players are at a pretty consistent level with their opponents, the app says the matches become genuinely enjoyable for everyone. It creates that fair, competitive, and fun vibe we're all after.
Eliminating those really disheartening mismatches. Okay, this structure makes a lot of sense.
It sounds almost too good to be true for anyone who's wrestled with Facebook groups. So, okay, no more random lurkers, just actual players, verified locations, balance skills. Now we get why this dedicated approach is better. How does Court Mojo actually make it easier in practice? What are the steps?
The app breaks it down pretty simply.
Good. Simple is good. Okay, First step. You create a community. And the insights really stress that your specific sport and your skill level are very important here.
Right. Specificity matters.
So you'd make one for, let's say, 3.0 tennis players in Grandview, or beginner pickleball near downtown. The more specific, apparently, the better the matches you'll get.
That precision is key, yeah. It sets the stage for quality right away. It's like self-selecting into the right group. Powerful stuff for community building.
Right. Okay, step 2. You recruit local players. This could be friends you already play with, or maybe new people you find through the platform itself.
Building the network.
Yeah, and the app even gives a little script example. Hey, I just created a community for 3.0 players in the Grandview area. Please join so we can grow the group. It's proactive, not just waiting around.
Moving beyond just passive searching.
Nice. And then, once you've got enough people in your community, step 3 is where the real magic happens, apparently.
Which is?
You start sending event invites. No more guessing games, no more endless group text chains. It's a direct line to people who are actually ready to play.
Okay, but this raises a question. How are these event invites different from just, posting on a Facebook wall or blasting out a group text?
Yeah, good question.
The insights call them smarter event invites. Anyone within that specific community can create an event.
Ah, okay. Not just an admin.
Right. So let's say Steve wants to play at 8 a.m. tomorrow at the high school courts. He just sends an invite to that community.
Gotcha.
Players who are free and interested, they just accept. Right there in Court Mojo. No back and forth chatter needed. No scrolling through endless maybe replies.
Okay, that does sound way cleaner. It streamlines it down to a simple I'm in or I'm out for the whole relevant group.
Exactly. It cuts out all that noise and confusion.
That certainly seems like it would streamline things massively. No more trying to figure out who's a maybe and who's tentatively free if their cat sitter shows up on time. It's just a clear commitment. And the app also mentions a bonus feature, a matchmaker bot. Sounds fancy, but it seems like it can auto-schedule recurring matches.
Yeah, it's described as less of a complex AI and more like a clever automation tool. It remembers your preferred game times and just sends out those recurring invites automatically.
So if you have that regular Sunday morning game, it just handles the invite part for you and takes it off your plate.
That's the idea, offloading that organizational burden we talked about earlier.
Nice.
The efficiency gain here is pretty profound, and it highlights another crucial point the app makes. Larger communities equals better chances someone is available.
Ah, makes sense. Network effect.
Totally. The more dedicated, skill-matched local players you have in your specific Court Mojo community, the less likely you are to hear those frustrating crickets we mentioned at the start. It helps build this robust, self-sustaining ecosystem for local play that actually delivers on the promise of finding a game consistently.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly appealing. Seriously practical. But what's the catch? What's the entry point? Is this just for hardcore players who are ready to, shell out cash up front?
That's a fair question. The source material addresses this pretty directly. It outlines a free versus paid model that seems designed to be quite accessible.
Okay, how does that work? So, as a free user, the app says you can join one community, just one, and play up to 2 events per month.
Right.
Which sounds like a really fantastic way to just, dip your toes in, try it out, see if it actually solves your problem without any real pressure.
You get to experience the core value proposition, finding those local matched players.
Exactly. It allows for that organic growth, lets you build trust in the system first.
Crucial for community building.
Totally. Then, if you find yourself playing more often or you want to join, say, a tennis group and a pickleball group.
Or maybe different skill levels.
Right. Then there's the paid tier. Paid users get unlimited events. They can join multiple communities, get extra features like Apple Watch scoring, things like that.
Okay.
But the app explicitly notes there's no pressure upgrade, only if you're playing more often. It feels like it grows with your commitment rather than demanding something big up front.
Very player-centric. The choice is yours, based on your actual usage.
Exactly. It puts the choice squarely in your hands. So the next time you think about posting in that general Facebook group, and just waiting and waiting for those often disappointing replies.
Yeah.
Remember what we kind of dug into today from the app's insights, those big social platforms, great for lots of things, connecting with Aunt Mildred or whatever.
Sure.
But they just aren't built for the specific, kind of urgent and nuanced needs of organizing a local sports match. It's just fundamentally the wrong tool for the job.
A mismatch of tools and, importantly, intent.
Right. Court Mojo, based on what the app details, gives you a smarter way. It's built around real players, verified locations, balanced skill levels, systematically removing those friction points we all hate.
Takes the guesswork out.
Yeah. It takes the guesswork and the hassle out of finding your next match and replaces it with, efficiency, actual connection, and hopefully more consistent games, moving you from frustrating searches to, satisfying serves.
Which really raises an important question for you, the listener. Maybe something to think about beyond just sports. In this world that's just overflowing with general-purpose platforms for everything. Where else might we be overlooking the power of a truly dedicated community? One built around a very specific, shared passion.
Interesting point.
Think about those principles we talked about, like validated intent, skill matching, location focus. How could applying those maybe transform other hobbies? Or even just local community stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that principle of specialized tools for specialized needs.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the key to unlocking better, more fulfilling connections in lots of areas of our lives. Something to mull over, perhaps, until our next deep dive.